Hello guys, welcome to your own channel Civil Engineering Hacks. In today's video, we are going to learn about how to estimate the gabion wall and where to place the gabion wall exactly in the site and what are the advantages and disadvantages of gabion wall over any other walls. So let us start. At first, as we all know, gabion wall is a type of retaining wall that is made up of stacked stone filled with gabions tied together with wire mesh, and the mesh may be generally a mesh wire and the slabaged wire. Gabion wall can be used in various sorts of landscape as a retaining wall, decorated as site wall, accent wall, or any other wall etc. There is one of the most used advantage of using gabion wall over any other wall because they are economic and they have very little to no maintenance, and it is easily quicker to install and are very long lasting. And also gabion walls are highly permeable and are able to bleed any type of hydrostatic pressure, eliminating the need to install a drainage system. That's why we do not keep uh, weepoles or any other things in the gabion wall. So in the figure we can see a typical example of gabion wall that I have done during my working period on the site. As we can see, this site was there was a full erosion and the soil was also not that much of uh, strong soil. It was of sandy soil, and whole the as we can see whole the hill was going to erode, so uh, we have to look for the suitable measure in order to protect the hill. So me and our team went and then suggested a suitable gabion wall which looks like this. So at first we have learned about what is gabion wall and what does it looks like. I will came into detail about this within a very short time. Sorry. So at first, uh, let us go towards our estimate portion. So this is how we do uh, the estimation of gabion wall. So at first, we need to make the Excel sheet, particulars, unit, quantity, length, width, height, total quantity, rate, and amount. Rate and amount. Rate is obtained from the rate analysis that we're gonna perform. And if you have any doubt about rate analysis, then you can go to my previous video where I have described each and everything about how to perform rate analysis of gabion wall. So at first, uh, we need to go to the site and then do the measurements, and then after measurements of the desired gabion wall that you are going to construct at the site, and then let's start with the earthwork in excavation. So at first we need to do the excavation. So I have written the specification as earthwork excavation in foundation including 10-meter lead and 1.5-meter lift. So earthwork in excavation. So at first we need to do the excavation in site, uh, like this. We need to do excavation, and then after doing the excavation, uh, we need to ram the excavated portion. Suppose this is the excavation of width 1 meter, then we need to properly ram the base of the excavation by using monkey jumper or any other rammer. And then after that, a soiling of 0.15 centimeter is required in order to place the gabion wall in the soil. So after the excavation you need to do the desired soiling, and then after that only you need to install the gabion box, which looks like this. This is the typical gabion wire that I have used in the site. These things, as you can see, it is made up of mesh wire, and the connections, as you can see, connections are used with the slave-edged wire. The slave-edged wire diameter is a little bit less as compared to the mesh wire. So as you can see, and these are the stones that are used in our uh, Gabbian wall. So at first uh, we are going to uh, excavate, or let us say our Gabbian wall that we are going to construct is going to have a length of 48 meter and width of 3 meter. Width of 3 meter means, as I have said, we can see in there. Suppose this is the width. So width is 1 meter, 2 meter and 3 meter. We have to excavate. This alongside is 48 meter and this side is 3 meter, so that you can install your Gabbian wall accordingly. But during the excavation we need to excavate something a bit more for the workability purpose. Let us say the excavation maybe if the Gabbian wall is of 311, then the excavation should be a little bit more, let us say 3.5 meters, so that it will be easy for the workable purpose and also to install the Gabbian wall. So let us go to our estimation section, and the height is 0.6, and 0.6 means from the ground level we have to excavate 0.6 meter below. As you know, the standard size of Gabbian wall is always of height 1 meter, so it does not matter, just it is the height of 0.6 meter from the ground level. So don't get confused. For an instance, if this is our ground level, then we are just going to excavate 0.6 meter from here below, and it depends upon the terrain or site that you are going to excavate. Sometimes it may be more than 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter to excavate, but in our case we are only excavating 0.6 meter. So I guess there is no confusion till now. 0.6, so total quantity is, by multiplying these three we can get the desired quantity. So after that we are going to use hexagonal mesh type of 100 mm and 120 mm Gabbian box mattress with diaphragm bending wire. As we can see all the specifications that we can download it from DUTPC norms. So Gabbian wall at the horizontal curve or upper Gabbian wall, and I have written first layer, second layer, third layer. What does it means is uh, our total excavation is 48 meter, but our excavation is divided into various segments. So, and also maybe it may differ according to the places. So for our first segment it is only of length 7 meter, width 3 meter, and then height 1 meter, and then our total height is 3 meters. So what does it mean is that we are just going to construct uh, the Gabbian wall of total height 3 meter means 1 2 3. This is not the, I am just going to confirm that height 3 meter means 1 meter, 2 meter and 3 meter. So from here 0.6 meter below, so from here it's 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, and we have given a little bit spacing, and it is generally 1.5 feet for the safety purpose. 1.5 feet, so it is 1.5 feet, as you can see. So, and 311, 211, 311, 211 and 111 means the standard size of Gabbian wall that we are going to make. And what does it mean is that let's say okay, this is of Gabbian wall having length of 1 meter, 2 meter and 3 meter. So it means our width is 3 meter. Our total length in this we can see our total length is 7 meter. So what does it mean is that our total length means our total length in longitudinal wise along xy axis, it is 7 meter, and along width it is 3 meter. So I have mentioned 3 meter in here, and the height is, as we all know, the height is standard and it is of 1 meter. So you can use 7 3 1. And second layer means the layer that we generally keep at the top of the gabion wall. So as we can see in this, uh, the gabion wall, uh, it will be having a total length of 7 meter, and this 2 meter is, we generally keep uh, 0.5 meter or 0.5 meter from this side and from this side, as we have seen in the next figure. Here here 0.5 meter, and in the backward also it's 0.5 meter. So typically, it's, if we gonna leave 0.5 meter in the front and back side, then it will be 3 meter minus 0.5 minus 0.5, it's 2 meter, and then 1 meter at the top. So this is the topmost section of our gabion wall. So on the similar way, you can generally estimate the gabion wall alongside, as we can see, and then calculate the total quantity of gabion wall. And then finally, after this, backfilling is required. So we can see in the figure here, after constructing this gabion wall and then placing it inside, one of the main thing that we gonna need to that is gonna needed to take into consideration is use of geotextile materials. Just don't forget to use the geotextile material, because it's gonna protect the eroded quantity to move from this side to this side. It will, otherwise our whole section will be clogged with small pores, and then water will not pass through the void of these stones. So what you're gonna need to do is just use the geotextile and then place the gabion wall and then do the backfilling, as we can see here. Uh, this is the next site, because there was a several site where we have to do our gabion walls, and we can see the proper use of geotextile materials here in our site. And this side is eroded, so we have just installed the gabion wall here, and then we will install next gabion wall in here of certain level height, and then we will do a steep sloping, and then we will do stone pitching, and then just do afforestation at certain 1 to 2 meter interval. So this was our plan in order to protect the soil erosion at this site, and the stone should be kept compactly. This is of 2 meter, as we can see, 211, and below this one is of 311, and we just left 0.5 meter in the backward and 0.5 meter in the frontward. So just maintaining a certain level, just leaving a certain 0.5 meter, 0.5 meter, 0.5 meter, and then you can come to the desired top. After that, we are gonna keep a 1 meter, leaving 0.5 meter on this side and 0.5 meter on this side, and then finally our work is done at this site. So this is also the typical example, and the stone used, stone should be very much rigid, and the circular stones should be avoided as far as possible in these slopy sections, because these types of stones, they they are a little bit more heavier, and they will also protect the erosion well. And this is the typical example of gabion walls that we have done in the site. So anyway guys, I hope you learned about how to do or how to estimate the gabion wall. If you have any confusion regarding how to estimate the gabion wall or anything like that, then please go to the comment box and then give a comment about what are the things that you did not understand during this video, and I will again try to explain a bit better way. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and stay safe and have a good time, and keep on liking and subscribing this channel. Bye guys, have a good time.